welcome to the Wednesday episode, guys. It is patch 12.16 time, meaning not a lot of big changes, and
Udyr's the big change.
Also want to start off really quick by saying we are going to be going back to 2 episodes a week. I know we kind of briefly talked about that on Friday's episode. And like we've said, it just felt like Monday's episode just turned into like bitching, and that probably is annoying for some people to listen to. It was getting annoying for me because I was like, oh fuck, what do we talk about? Well, I guess we can find something to complain about, which I feel like we complain enough already. We don't need a fucking Monday. Plus, we're 3 episodes a week might not seem like that much, but it's really hard, especially with scheduling, with both of us working full-time jobs and, you know, doing our own shit. So, it's gonna be 2 episodes a week. Might be switching around the days, but for right now, it's still gonna be Wednesday and Friday for the middle of the week, and then the champion review.
Yep.
So, really quick before we get into the episode, last week, episode 85, our Q&A was, what did you guys find most interesting and most disappointing about the LOL Please video? And Mayo, first of all, we gotta get Mayo on. This guy writes in so much. We should probably get him on as a guest.
Mayo, you're my boy. I don't know if you've ever seen Old School, but like I feel like just be like, you're my boy, Blue. And like, you got.
Let us know if you want to come on.
Yeah. Well, I mean, for anybody really, we're happy to take guests. That's a fun thing that we like to, if we can. Obviously, I know there's not a whole lot of you guys, but for those of you that can and that want to, we'd be more than happy to bring you guys on and talk about really anything, whether it's a patch rundown or some champ insight. If your favorite champ's coming up, be happy to bring you guys on with the champ review.
Yeah, that too. So he wrote in and said, I am excited for the new Darkin, and I hope it's another monster champion. I think I have been seeing that.
Yeah,
because a lot of people were like, oh, they were saying that Bel'Veth wasn't the monster champion that Riot was going to release. So hopefully, another monster champ, Doggy with a dagger. And the most disappointing is probably no voice chat incoming. I'm probably still happy with that. I don't think voice chat is ready.
I don't think people are ready yet. I like every time I think about voice chat for this game, I just think about the degeneracy of Modern Warfare 2. And like with the stuff that comes through just the text chat in this game, it worries me about voice chat. In fact, even just today I saw that somebody was in a game spamming some just really bad stuff, and like I seen it on Twitter. It was disgusting just to even look at, and it was almost like they had it on macro because it was just filling up the chat bar, and you could hear whoever was playing, you could hear their chat just like make a little ticking noise, and it was awful, dude. It was so bad, and I'm worried that kind of thing is what comes out of voice chat, and that like I think it's gonna rile people up even more, possibly. Now, it does have the possible effect of being the complete opposite of that. If any of you have ever invited somebody to a Discord server while you're playing, oftentimes you'll find that people aren't that toxic when they have to talk to you. But when you give that option to everybody is where I get a little worried. Like, is it gonna be any different for the free ability to pop in and out of voice chat versus just being in a Discord channel? I don't know.
Also, how would they go about reporting people who are just being racist? Like, how are they gonna, review that? Whenever I think about voice chat, it always just comes down to like women playing, because like there's a lot of guys that don't like women playing games that they're playing, and like, I mean, I'm sure I've seen it. I haven't experienced it in my games, but, of course on Reddit, you see fucking everything. And in particular, in League, there have been times where I see really fucking sexist comments towards, streamer. I even see it on streamers too. But, like, that scares me. Obviously, there's probably going to be an option to mute. But, like, I don't know. I feel like there's still a very long way. Like you said, it's the people the players aren't ready for it.
Right.
I guess for now, just stick with, if you really want to communicate with your team, just throw a Discord link. Everyone has Discord.
Pretty much. Which is funny to say, because I just remember like a long time ago it was TeamSpeak and Ventrilo, and then all of a sudden Discord came out. I was like, oh, this isn't a bad option.
TeamSpeak, you had to pay, right?
Either TeamSpeak or Ventrilo, I don't remember. To have your own server, yeah, you did have to. One of those you had to purchase.
And Discord was like, "Fuck you, it's free."
Right. No, it's. I think Discord's perfectly serviceable as it is, but I would be interested to see if they can find a way to maybe integrate Discord. That might be a better option, but.
Oh God! Don't say that. If they try to put more shit on the client, it's gonna explode.
But like, if you can figure that out. But yeah, Mayo, thank you for your response. I appreciate that.
And our poll was: are you happy with the Goth skin line rework? And we're dead even.
We are, and I voted no on that one. So I skewed that one. And so the other half of you guys, I'm actually curious to know your thoughts, because I felt very negatively about that line being considered goth, and we already have a Halloween line, so I felt very negative about that. And I'm actually curious to hear like, yes, the skins I think are okay. I mean I really like the Draven one. I know a lot of people are kind of hit or miss on it, but I'd be curious to know why some of you went that route with your response or with your vote.
Let us know, guys. We want to hear. Other than that, I mean, LCS playoffs started. Liquid demolished FlyQuest.
Yeah, they did.
After losing one game.
They got demolished one game.
Right. They were like, okay,
it will.
no more fucking around. The C9 CLG series was fucking great to watch. It was back and forth. It was good. I was telling Tyler about this because I had heard it on JLXP, but that I was mentioning the Kennen play with the exhaust.
Yeah, oh, dude.
And it might have been a bug. It was actually a visual bug.
Okay.
It wasn't actually impacting.
That's
the game,
good to know.
So. But yeah, those are some good fucking games. Go watch the VODs. We have 4 fucking days of playoffs coming up. I didn't realize that like they immediately, like Thursday, Friday are going to be the lower bracket. So those teams, so FlyQuest I think is playing Golden Guardians, and then CLG is playing TSM, or maybe, well, it's either or. But I'm glad they're getting the lower bracket out of the way, or started too, because if I had to wait another fucking week, that would have been terrible.
Sucked, right?
Yeah, all teams are playing, so there should be some fucking good games. But yeah, let's get into the patch notes right after
just
this
update on that lower bracket round. So it is FlyQuest versus TSM and CLG versus Golden Guardians. So anyways, to the ad we go.
Yep, ad time. All right.
Okay, guys, so the first big thing on this patch, as we've all been waiting for what seems like forever, is the deer. The old John Deere.
Oh, I thought you were gonna talk about the teleport bug fix.
Oh, dude, I don't even. I can't even go into that. John Deere's so much more exciting than the teleport. I don't think you guys want to hear me complain about the teleport bug, and I think I'm just being an asshole. So I think I'll shut the fuck up on that one.
It was changed. I think it got fixed yesterday.
Got fixed 8/22.
Yeah, and then but they put it in the fixes down at the bottom.
But it's also so my complaint is that they put it on the top of 8/22, and then they included it in the bug fixes on this patch as well. Why?
Yeah, it's odd. So people didn't see that. There was a bug where Unleashed Teleport's cooldown upon transformation would factor its cooldown based on ability haste and not summoner spell haste.
Pretty broken.
But we're fixed.
Yes, we are.
But yeah, Udyr is here. We did our video with all his abilities. Go watch that. I have not watched. They do a champion spotlight.
I don't think so. Like it doesn't even look like they're gonna do one, because I don't see it on here at all.
Weird.
Very weird.
But go watch his videos, his abilities. He's gonna be fun. Not many nerfs. Zerry is probably the biggest one I'm looking at.
They're all pro play nerfs too, just to let you guys know. It's all pro play nerfs, which is what you can expect. I mean, from this time, this is your. I think this is pre-world. I think there's one more patch to come for Worlds.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So yeah, you expect one more smaller patch, and these are more or less like tune-ups as opposed to big changes. So expect that right before we get into like preseason where shit explodes.
Right. So let's get into it. First up, we got
On the buff
Caitlyn.
side too.
Passive AD ratio increased. R now has bonus damage that scales with critical strike chance. This scaling with crit is relatively new, right? Like that's a new, because they did with Sivir.
So I think the reason they do that is to get these champions off of these lethality builds that really shouldn't be building lethality builds, right? Like the only one that's kind of the exception is because this kid is weird is Jhin, right? Like Jhin does well with crit or lethality depending on what you're playing into and depending on the strength of the items at the time as well.
I think Eclipse is just too strong. I've been seeing. I mean, you see Draven's go Eclipse,
right? And
they need to do something
Draven's
with
getting
that because also
this
like
patch too, so I wouldn't be surprised if it possibly has something to do with that.
Yeah, that item needs, because like bruisers are taking it. Like you see Aatrox with Eclipse, and I don't know, that needs to be looked at. Anyways, Caitlyn, passive headshot attack damage ratio is going from 60% to 110% to 60 to 120% based on level. Okay, so we get an extra 10% on the AD ratio at max level. That's good late game. And then Ace in the Hole. Damage is now increased by 0 to 25% based on current critical strike chance.
Okay.
So I like that. I like that's good quality of life. It should be good for Caitlyn.
Right. No, I agree with you.
All right, let's move on. Oh, okay. I did see this Diana one, but
Diana, passive cleave damage increased, AP scaling increased. Diana has been finding success with tanky builds recently, while AP bruisers should be able to flex into more durable itemizations. We want to make sure they're still rewarded when opting for riskier full damage builds. Shifting her numbers so that her tank builds do a bit less and her AP heavy builds do a bit more. So that's good to see because this champion gets pretty disgusting if you just can't kill her. So let's see. The passive, the Moon Silver Blade, the empowered cleave damage. It was 20 to 250 based on level with a 50% AP ratio. It's now 20 to 220 based on level with a 50% AP ratio, but has a note here. Base damage level comparison, level 6 from 55 to 45, from level 11, 120 to 95, and level 16, 210 to 170. All right. And the Lunar Rush, her E, it's getting a little buff here. It looks like the base damage is staying the same at 50 to 130, but she's going to get an extra 5% on the AP ratio. So that's the engage, the dash. So she's going to get a little bit more damage on that, a little bit less damage on the cleave. So interesting.
This literally is not a nerf.
I mean, the
like,
Moon Silver
sure
Blade
they're
is a nerf.
taking.
I don't know about the Lunar Rush being much of a buff.
Yeah, that is like not even. This is how is this nerfing tank Diana?
Right. That's fair.
Cause like she, like what is it? 30. Damn. Okay, what is it? 210 to 170. 170. So 40 damage off her fucking passive, where she gets like 200% attack speed. And she's just fucking wailing on you. I don't understand how this is it's labeled under nerfs, right?
No, it's definitely labeled.
This is not a nerf. It's an adjustment. Okay. But I think this is just more of a buff. They're just giving more. I don't know. This is a weird change.
It's a very weird change.
This is not fixing. No way. This is fixing fucking like Sunfire.
No, I agree.
That shit's still too broken.
Right. I think we're still not getting what.
I wanted to actually. Does her let me look at. I'm going really quick. I wanted to see her W. I believe her W scales off of health. Hold on. Her shield.
I don't know enough about her. You're the.
I'm looking. Yeah, it does. Why the fuck don't they just get rid of that bonus health scaling on her W? It's 9% bonus health for her shield, her W. Why don't they just change that to it's 25% AP, 9% bonus health? Why don't they just get rid of the HP scaling and just bump up the AP a little bit? That doesn't make sense. Why? Like it's just she's just so tanky for no fucking reason. Anyways, Play Diana if you're playing jungle. She's broken as shit.
No, I think she's still going to be a very, very solid champion, so keep it up.
So it's moving on to Draven. Q base damage decreased. Base damage going from 45 to 65 to 40 to 60. That's no big deal.
No, yeah, not
that much.
It's just a little bit, because he is like right now the king of the bot lane if you're at least half decent with catching axes. I mean, this champion scales out of control early if he can cash in his stacks, right? So just making it a little bit more difficult to cash in the stacks is good.
What was it? I think it was Saturday when Hansama was playing Draven. He like at one point I want to say he got like an 800 gold cash in from his passive.
Oh, he had some asinine amount. It was actually pretty insane.
I know that dude is just really fucking
seriously. All right, we'll move down to Aurelia, who's getting a base magic resist increase and armor per level increase. So just a little bit tankier. She's been getting blown up. I've actually not seen an Aurelia be super relevant right now, which I guess is good because his champion takes the game over ridiculously. But it looks like her base magic resist is going to go from 28 to 30, and her armor growth is going to go from 4.2 to 4.7. I'm assuming that's per level. So she's going to get a little bit more, an extra half, one armor. Yeah, 0.5 armor per level. So that should scale out to be another 9 at level 18.
Jace is up next, getting those NA buffs ready for NA Jace. Hammer form Q damage increase. Hammer form E damage based on targets. Maximum health increased. So damage on his Q is going from 55 to 255 with 120% bonus AD. Now it is 55 to 280 base, and it's keeping that 120% bonus AD. And the E hammer form damage was 8 to 20% of the target's max health with an 100% bonus AD scaling. Now it is 8 to 22 of target maximum health with the same 100% bonus AD.
Okay.
I mean, what is being played top lane? Like, there's no. I feel obviously the percentage is for tanks.
Aatrox a lot, even in pro play.
Their only tank is Ornn, dude.
Yeah, that's it. No, you're 100% right. The only tank is Ornn.
Speaking of, I believe, let me go back on Reddit. I read this today. I think today was Ornn's 5th.
Yes.
Ornn's 5th birthday.
Yes, I think I did see that.
Wow.
Kind of
and
nuts.
I mean, they made the remark that, I mean, do you count fucking Rel as a tank? He's the only newer top lane or newer tank that's been released. If you don't count
someone said that.
Rel.
People don't even count Rel as a champion, so I mean that's
What's a Rel?
right, which is kind of a problem because I felt like when she came out, she was very rather good in pro hands, and then
of course they gotta nerf her into the ground.
Right, and that's what seemed to make it more difficult or whatever. So,
but that Shuriman champion is supposed to be a top lane tank, so fingers crossed he is a beefy boy.
Yeah.
Or girl.
All right. Kaiser. Okay, she got a couple things going here. So the passive on hit damage is increased, the Q AP scaling is increased, and the ulti AP scaling is increased.
Oh boy.
And she's also, I think, getting some ARAM changes. I think I saw. So her passive, second skin, the plasma on hit base damage was 4 to 16 based on level. It's gonna be 5 to 23 on hit based on level. And the caustic wounds, which is the additional damage per plasma stack before application, was 1 to 8. It's going to be 1 to 12 based on level. The Q, Cathian Rain, the damage per missile, is going to keep the same base, 4 to 100, with a 50% bonus AD and a 30% AP ratio. And the ulti, Killer Instinct, the shield strength is going to keep the same base ratio, or the same base numbers. It's going to keep the same AD ratio, but it's going to get an extra 30% in the AP ratio from 98% AP to 120% AP. So, which is funny. I was playing her in an ARAM the other day, and I was thinking about it. I'm like, man, I feel like when you ulti in, the shield doesn't do jack diddly. Like, you ulti in, that shield's gone. So, felt like it needed to do a little bit more because like I feel like if you ulti in with her and you don't have Q ready, you just die, right? So they needed to do something to it. I don't know about adding an AP ratio because you're just after you just went through this whole thing about trying to encourage people not to build AP items on her, you have now just encouraged people to build AP items and play AP Kaiser. So
Well, I think it was to
get rid of the W
like,
thing, you know, the poke W
right.
Kaiser, but like I mean, why wouldn't you play that if you have free AP scaling, you know, on your other abilities?
I feel like the only thing I'd want to build is Nashor's Tooth, like on her as AP, because that's, I believe, Nashor's 100
Nashor's gets you that. Yeah, it gets
power,
you the the
evolve.
Yep.
So that's it. Plus to get the
and
attack
on-hit
speed.
damage. Yeah.
I think that's still fine. Like just whatever Mythic, Kraken Slayer, or whatever, and then Nashor's Tooth. I think, and then AD. Like I think that's fine, and that kind of gets rid of the. I mean, sure, it gets you the evolve on the W, but I mean, you're only gonna have 100 AP, so it's like it's not gonna be like the Luden's Echo fucking Death Cap ARAM W spam bot.
That shit so much.
I think this is fine, giving her a bit of a chunkier shield.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. I think the shield's okay. I don't even know what you build on this champion anymore. I mean, obviously you build any one of the 380 items, whether it's Kraken. She does well with any of them. Kraken, Shield Bow, or Gale Force. Although you see a lot less Shield Bow, a lot more Kraken. But I think she could do any of them and be fine. I would be curious to see if anybody, like I said, I haven't played her, I haven't seen her in a while. I'd be curious to see if anybody opts into like a Ginsu style build for her, just in a full-on hit. Just a thought. I mean, if they're going to give you extra on hit damage, why not lean into it and get the Ginsus to get the double hit every 3 hits, right? So,
Yep.
I wonder if that becomes the new thing. I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm just spitballing here, guys.
Next, we have Malphite. Passive cooldown decreased early. W cooldown now decreases with rank. Passive Granite Shield cooldown was 10 to 6 seconds based on levels 1, 7, and 13. Now it is 8 to 6 seconds. So it's 2 seconds earlier.
Jeez.
Early, which is great. And then Thunderclap, his W cooldown was 12 at all ranks. Now it is 12 to 10 seconds. I like when they do that shit just because it gives me an option now if I want to fucking max W or like second or whatever. It gives me a better reason.
That's fair.
I mean, we just talked about him on Friday, right?
We did.
He needs some love. He needs to get rid of those pizza feet.
He does need
dude.
those pizza feet. I mean, I like this, giving him a little something, but I don't think this puts him in top lane. I mean, I don't think this makes him relevant.
No,
Aatrox still is going to shit on this champion.
I was going to say, yeah, Aatrox just...
He doesn't care about the shield.
I mean, that's what Aatrox... I mean, I guess you could just play Malphite for like, oh, I'm just going to get shit on.
Weak side Malphite.
You know, we're just talking about Dyrus. We're just talking about Dyrus. We can just, you just kind of take it for the whole fucking first 30 minutes, and then you become a mega tank, and you just hit R, and that's it. But no, yeah, I don't think it's enough. For sure,
it's
not enough.
And yeah, he needs more than that. He needs, realistically, like a full-on like kit rework. But I think that's another conversation for another day. So we'll keep trucking down to old Poppy. This champion who's been all over the pros and not too much in solo queue, at least in low elo. Q damage to minions and monsters decreased. So the hammer shock was giving you on the percent health damage with the minion monster cap. It was doing 50 to 170. It's not going to do 30 to 150. This cap applies to the initial cast and the reactivation. So that's the pop damage on the ground. So a little bit of damage taken off. Looks like 20 at all levels. Nothing too crazy, but trying to slow her down, I think, on her clear speed without totally eradicating her out of the game.
Her W is just so fucking valuable in season 12 alone. Just so many. I mean, if you're playing jungle, just play Poppy if they have like at least 3 dashes. Like everyone loves to play Yasuo. Everyone loves to play fucking Yone.
Lucian.
Everybody,
Neela.
Lucian. You're talking about Neela, Aatrox, anybody.
Ornn.
She just fucks them.
No, Ornn's not unstoppable with that.
His
yeah,
E.
exactly.
His
So
E.
I mean,
And the R activation, I think.
Does it count as a dash? Yeah, I guess it kind of depends. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
pretty gross.
Yeah, so
Also,
play
also,
Poppy.
guys, just a side note, and I don't know if any of you remember this or not, but if you see the Ornn on the map and you haven't selected a support yet, Braum is still a viable counter option to the Ornn team fight. Just throwing that out there for you guys. I haven't seen anybody playing Braum, and the amount of Ornns I've been seeing. I know that enchanters are probably the best right now, and I know that Riot wants to remove some of the enchanters. We'll get into that with the item updates, but I could very well see a lot more Brahms coming if Ornn continues to be a top lane problem. But
alrighty,
give me the next one.
Moving on to the next Yordle, Tristana. Q bonus attack speed increased. It was 50 to 110%. Now it is 65 to 125%. Extra 15 at all ranks. That's pretty fucking sizable.
Yeah,
that's actually kind of...
I loathe seeing this champion in a game because I never know what the hell I'm supposed to do to punish her. And I feel like I always end up just getting annihilated.
But Poppy.
Yeah, let me just play some Poppy support right now. No, I feel like I just get annihilated and I don't know how to play her very well. So this champion's incredibly frustrating to me because she's supposed to be an easy champion, but I feel like executing some of her combos correctly at the right time actually takes like a higher skill level than I have. So
this is nuts for
That's
just taking turrets, dude. Like she's gonna destroy.
Yes.
So I will expect to see this in pro play.
Absolutely.
All
right.
What we got?
We got everyone's favorite, the cat. The E bonus move speed scales less with AP, and the cooldown is increased late game. So Zoomies, the bonus movement speed, was giving you 20% plus 6% per 100 AP that you build. It's now 20% plus 2% per 100 AP you build.
Wow.
So get fucked. The cooldown was 12 to 8 seconds. Excuse me. It's now 12 to 10 seconds. So once again, get fucked. This champion is like all over the place. At least I think in all ELO levels of the game. She's just played constantly, so it's not a surprise that she takes a nerf, and it's not a surprise that they nerf her healing instead of anything else, because that's what she's known for, and that's what she does best, right?
Yeah, this champion is just... Leave it to Riot to just make a champion that literally just sits on you, and that's it.
I will...
I
will say, I remember one time I got attacked in a post-game lobby and, like, harassed for playing Yuumi. I got told I was a Yuumi player. I'm like, why would I not play, like, a super broken ass champion? And this person was just like going off, and it was actually ridiculous to the point I was like, damn, dude, I don't even want to fucking play this game right now. Like, it was really fucking bad. Like, what do you have against someone playing Yuumi? Like, do you just suck that bad that like you're complaining post game and like trying to harass me in a friends list or whatever? Just didn't make any fucking sense. Like, we lost, get over it. Like, you won, we lost, move on to the next game or something. It was, I don't know, kind of made me want to stay away from this champion. Like, dude, what a fucking asshole.
I don't know, the champion's just frustrating.
She is. I don't know that she's frustrating for someone to chase you down and harass you about it, though.
No, for sure,
like,
but...
Talk about when we opened up with Mayo and voice comms, dude. If I would have had to hear that, like...
Well, he's on the enemy team, right?
But I'm not sure what their full plan is for voice comms or whatever. But yeah, like just even that could be someone on your team though that could be pissed off. You know what I mean? Like,
true.
Like that level of harassment is fucking ridiculous. So sorry to take that.
Regardless,
tangent.
I think this is it's fine. I'm glad this is a
no,
good
it
nerf.
is. It is absolutely.
It's very frustrating to play against this champion.
Right.
It's very like. I don't know. Just fuck this champion. All right, speaking of another champion to go fuck itself,
dude,
Zerry,
I'm stoked on this because it's a nerf I actually understand. Instead of like a bunch of fucking hodgepodge of numbers that I don't even know where to start with the order of operations. You know what I'm saying? Zerry, the QAD scaling decreased, the WAD and AP scaling decreased. So the Q, the burst fire, she's keeping the base, 8 to 20 base. That's based on level, obviously, of the ability. Her AD ratio however, is going to lose 5% at all ranks. So it was 105 to 125. It's now 100 to 120. And she's going to keep her 60% AP ratio on that ability. Her W, the Ultra Shock Laser, is going to keep the same base, 20 to 160. It's going to lose 30% on the AD ratio. So from 130% AD to just 100 AD. And from 60% AP to 40 AP. Now, I don't think... I mean, yes, this is a massive nerf. But the fact that this ability still crits is not that big. I mean, it doesn't mean as much to me.
Oh, I think this is gonna gut her. This is gonna go bye-bye. There's no way she's played with this.
I think she might still be played bot lane. That AP's everything is going, though, which is good.
I don't know, but 30% AD?
I mean, that's a lot.
Scaling down?
She
Well,
still
here, let me-
thrives on her
Zerry,
movement speed, though.
Yeah. Well, okay, well, Yuumi just got
Right.
nerfed too, and Yuumi was
That's
a big,
true.
so that's... Let me see. Zerry has remained at the top of the professional meta despite repeated changes over the past several patches. Yeah, keep in mind this is mainly just for pro because this champion just runs all over the fucking place in a team-based environment where we know solo queue is not team-based. We're nerfing her for now so we can reassess her state and path forward after Worlds. This is like... I'm stoked this champion's getting nerfed, but this is so like not good that they realize like we're also taking this opportunity to nerf the AP on her W as this play pattern has gameplay issues similar to AP Kaiser. Okay, this is just not good. I really feel like if they pick this champion, like this champion's not gonna be played at Worlds. I feel like, or it's gonna be like relegated to like third or fourth like tier. I don't think this is gonna be played.
I won't be surprised if Caitlyn takes priority at Worlds now, and this champion takes a little bit of backseat to that.
I'll call it like Sivir. Maybe Kaiser with these changes. Maybe possibly Caitlyn. And then of course, I mean, you have enchanters too. You can rock the fucking Seraphine.
The Janna.
But
I mean, there's plenty of good enchanters, but
this is
I'm so tired of
I'll even bet you like $5 that her fucking win rate drops fucking.
Oh, it's definitely gonna drop. I mean, you're taking damage away. She's definitely gonna drop, but I don't know how much it's gonna drop by.
You want to take a guess?
1%.
What is she at right now? Let's see. 1%. Analytics. Let me see what she's at right now. Again, this is for pro play, but let's just entertain.
Right.
Where she's at right now. Currently, wow, she only has a 56% win rate in Platinum Plus. I think it's gonna drop even more.
Wow. Yeah, it's
I would be very surprised if teams keep first picking this.
Wait, you said a what percent win rate?
Wasn't it?
I
was
see
like
46.9%.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I wasn't sure what I heard. Yeah, that's no. I was like, wait. I was trying to find the page, so I didn't quite catch what you said. That's pretty fucking low. That's Plat Plus, obviously. If we look at her overall.
That's what I'm saying. If she's a C+ tier in solo queue right now,
still fucking insane.
Well, I'm saying like solo queues, that 46, I'm gonna say is gonna drop to like 43. It's gonna drop a lot more. Or people aren't even gonna pick her. What's her pick rate? Just under 8%.
Yeah.
It's no way, dude. She's going.
Her overall, like if you look at like her overall games, if you just choose the overall tab instead of Plat Plus. There's a lot of people playing this fucking champion. And that's probably attributing to her piss poor win rate too, right? But yeah, I hate seeing her in ARAM because I feel like you're just going to get duked on by that stupid W. Like I said, it mirrors the Kaiser play pattern, which I think is what I had said. It's like, oh yeah, press W. Like, wow, how fucking unique.
I'm trying to see what her win rate in pro play is.
That's a good question.
Or like since she was released, I'd be very curious.
Let's see.
55% win rate?
The LEC has her to 66.7. I don't know why that's the only one that came up, but
I guess it's not that important. I just know she's played so much, and again, we mentioned she has like almost 40 pentakills worldwide, and that's So
Yeah, it's pretty
I don't know.
pretty.
We
Oh
don't need
wait,
to
oh
spend
wait,
more
wait,
time
wait,
on
wait.
this thing.
Did I maybe? Am I gonna? No. Let's see if I can find it later. Okay.
Moving on to Zoe.
Zoe.
W adjusted, E base damage increased, AP scaling increased, pop damage increased. Oh boy. W spell thief. Minions killed by allied champions will now also drop orbs while Zoe is within 1500
That's
range.
an ARAM
Wow.
buff.
That's an ARAM buff.
It's also a
for
team fight buff.
sure.
Really good team fight buff.
That's okay. Wow, that's fucking broken.
It's disgusting, but it's,
and then
actually, I think I kind of like it because I've felt like, not that I play a lot of Zoe, only played her a couple times, but like getting those bubbles when your teammates are around you is like nigh impossible because they just don't let you kill the fucking minions. And so I think it's actually kind of nice. I wouldn't be surprised. Well, they didn't put it here, so I wonder if at some point they do some sort of revert and change the bubble rate, like the amount of bubbles or balloons that come out. We'll call them bubbles. The balloons that come out for that. So
you heard it here first, guys. If Zoe starts popping up in your games a lot, it's Tyler loves it because he gets to get the balloons more.
dude, I like balloons. Dude, what's wrong with
from
balloons?
20 from 2,000 units away.
You're gonna get one shot. Start singing 99 red balloons. Am I right?
E Sleepy Trouble Bubble magic damage was 60 to 220 with a 40% AP. Now it is 70 to 230 with a 45%
Jesus.
AP. And then max pop damage was 60 to 220, 40 AP, and now it is 70 to 230. Is it the same thing?
So you get damage for hitting, and then you get damage for popping.
Oh, for sure. Okay, so it's doubled. That just looked very odd. All right, whatever. Maximum pop
I don't know why they call it I didn't realize there was a maximum or minimum pop damage, but whatever. Moving on. I think we hit almost every Z champion except for Zed, right? Zyra E adjusted. The post cast lockout was 0.15 to 0.4. Now it's down to 0.15 all the time.
I know you fucking 0.15. You know, I know you've always casted your E and you can't move for a second. Apparently, it's scaled up so you couldn't move.
Why?
That's fucking stupid.
Yeah, why?
This is actually an insane buff. So you don't even have to you can just cast E and keep walking.
Right. I mean, 0.15 is a huge difference for almost a half second. So
what the fuck?
I don't know. Maybe because she was too good at one point that they had to like weaken her by saying, "Hey, look, you can't move," and then like she fell off the face of the fucking planet. And actually, she's still really strong in solo queue, by the way. So this is just a nice little. They're calling it an adjustment, but that's a nice little buff. So if you're not playing her, she's a great alternative for like a kill lane instead of going an enchanter. Maybe pick her up, play her. All right, on to items. One item change.
Yep, even
the
Shroud.
One nobody uses because it does not make you fucking tanky at all.
Right. So the Coruscation,
yeah.
Sure. Duration was 4 seconds. Now it is 5 seconds, and then the damage amplification was 9%. Now it is 10%.
Yep.
Same thing for the Ornn Masterwork item Equinox.
Yes.
And that's
not much to say. Nobody picks this fucking item anyways. They just go Locket because Locket's the better one. You actually get defenses with Locket. You don't get shit for defenses here. So typically I think what I see is like some of these lockdown champions will go Locket and Glacial. And then the alternative is going Even Shroud and Aftershock. Because you don't get first off, the stats on this item are weaker than Locket, and then you don't get the buff or any of the shield damage, right? So you're not any more protected. And if you go with Glacial doesn't work for the champion that casts that triggers it, right?
Has it?
It only works for everybody else, and so like if you go that and Glacial, like you're just really fucking squishy. So you have to the combo is the ones that you would think would go together, but it's the opposite. So just something for you guys out there.
So I did see when I went to the Reddit post with this, all I could see were fucking people talking about this ARAM change.
Oh yeah.
Changes. In particular, the LeBlanc.
Yep. Tank LeBlanc.
She is dealing 20%. She would deal 10% damage and take 10% reduced damage. Now she's dealing 20% damage and she's taking negative 20% damage, or she's gonna be taking 20% damage less. We play ARAM a lot. This is fucking stupid. I don't know why the fuck they're doing this.
Right.
That's too much, because everything else is like a 5% difference.
Right.
Everything. This is 10%.
Big difference there.
I don't think there's anything else crazy, but it's just like, bruh.
Right. I do want to touch on the behavioral systems change. Cool little note. When all chat is disabled, all players on the enemy team are muted during the end of game screen. So that is something to note.
Wait, what do you mean?
So at the end of game, when you're back in that lobby at the post game, enemy team, you can't see them talking. You can't see them typing.
Wait, isn't it already muted?
So if you have all chat disabled, if you unmute it, you still won't see the enemy team. That's the difference. So like, right, it starts default muted, but if you open it, you can see everybody typing. But if your all chat is disabled in game, which is also going to be on the client as well. So this is a setting to toggle all chat in game is now available in the client. It just disables enemy speak. You're not ever going to see enemy speak at that point. So would be interesting to put up on like a Clash game, because I just think back to that one time we met those insanely racist people, and like that was just like garbage. And so I think this is actually good to see. But does not bode well, Mayo, for your voice chat update.
One thing I wanted to say really quick about Ultimate Spellbook, because I know no one cares, but like they're gonna introduce
one for Ultimate
Spellbook. It says
Spellbook.
Each game of a spellbook will have a small chance for a particularly silly type of game to occur. When it does, it's weighted in favor of having a particularly large impact on the game that we can't wait for you to feast your eyes on. So I'm assuming everybody's going to get Feast. Maybe. That sounds fun. If we're all fucking gigantic fucking...
Wait, but give me Old Feast where I have to lose stacks. Because Ultimate Spellbook.
No, how fucking amazing will it be if everyone's massive and just walking around the map?
That's too many. It's too big. That's why you got to make us lose some stacks when we die. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's a L.
All right, mythic content.
I'm just kidding.
So leaving the shop is Prestige Blood Moon Aatrox, Prestige Darkstar Malphite, and Star Guardian Jinx, Mythic Chroma, and Icon.
I swear to God, they did not announce that these were in.
I only knew they were in from seeing them.
Yeah, I was surprised. I was like, okay.
Now available is Prestige Battle Academia Lux, Prestige Project Zed, and Battle Academia Ezreal, Mythic Chroma, and Icon. And looks like these will be in rotation until patch 12.18. So that is
still
there for
nothing
you.
Good.
And then the Fizz Vfx updates. That's kind of nice. We have some VFX updates for Fizz's base and older skins coming this patch. The base getting complete overhaul in VFX. Atlantean Fizz, same as base, but with a custom R&W. Pretty much everything's getting a custom R&W. Void, Cottontail, and Super Galaxy are getting a complete overhaul. And let's see, Omega Squad, Fuzz, Prestige Fuzz, and Little Devil are getting changes of the Q and the R, and a new passive W marker. So just a little something there for Fizz that might look a little nicer. I'd be curious to get him in like an ARAM or something like that, see what that looks like, because I fucking suck at that champion in a regular game.
As far as bug, I don't think aside from the TP thing, I don't see anything unless you see something.
Fix the bug that would allow Scion's R to turn more sharply than intended. That's pretty disgusting. I think that's it, man. I don't see anything else that's really showing up there. I mean, obviously got the upcoming skins, Cyber Halo Janna, Prestige, and then obviously Mercy Janna.
Can't wait to have to spend 2,000 fucking tokens on this.
I know. I actually want the fuck out of that thing. So
yeah, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be another event for this. So get ready for your
right,
battle pass.
right. No, I definitely want that prestige gen. I think that thing's sick.
I seriously wish they would give me the option to like, just let me get it for fucking Mythic Essence. I don't want to waste. It's a cool skin, but 2,000 tokens when I can get 10 orbs and get a bunch of other skins. I don't know. It's kind of.
That's fair.
I mean, that's the issue with these is fucking. You just gotta pay hella fucking money to. I don't
You're
know.
just buying them
fucking
or
dumb.
putting in a lot of time. So.
Oh yeah, that's it, guys. Any suggestions for a poll or question?
I mean, there's not much going on here.
Do you think Zerry is gonna go bye bye?
I think that's the poll right there. We talked about it. That was our big contentious point. My question, I would be curious to know because there's like really not a whole lot of mid changes. Obviously there's Zoe, but there's a lot of top and bot changes. I'd be curious to know who you guys think ends up fitting the pro meta with these changes. I know we don't typically talk about pro a lot, but obviously this patch is geared towards pros. It's not geared towards the rest of us. So I would be curious to know what you guys think about that. And also, I'm curious to know if the Ultimate Spellbook changes make you guys want to play that game mode. Personally, I don't give a shit about that game mode still, changes or not. But does that entice you guys to play that? I know that's what they're trying to do is bring people in, so be curious to know your thoughts.
I'm slightly interested. I want to play a few. I want to at least get 10 feasts in one game.
You're right.
I think that'd be entertaining to see.
Right.
But
no, you know what's funny is that actually reminds me of how TFT was in the first set, or maybe it was the second set where you can get random, like there'd be random carousel differences or whatever. You know, sometimes all the same item or whatever. So I think it's gonna be a very minor chance, maybe 5% chance that even happens, and I don't want to play enough games to even fucking have an opportunity to have that chance. So there's that, but that's just me. I fucking hate that game mode.
see, guys, we don't even need the fucking Monday episode anymore. We're already fucking bitching. But yeah, that's gonna do it, guys. Do us a favor, rate our podcast, whatever.
Share with a friend.
Service your, share, rate us, leave reviews. Send in some voice submissions.
Oh yeah, we haven't got one in a while. Yeah, the voice submissions, those are good. Those are fun. I like to hear from you guys.
I like listening to them.
But seriously, the podcasts kind of live and die on word of mouth. So the more you guys can share and whatnot, the better production we can get for you, and the more interesting and exciting we can make it. You know, so we do need your guys' help.
We're also coming in on 100 episodes. We're 13 away now. This will be episode 87.
Wow.
Might plan to do something for that. So, yeah, guys. Until Friday, enjoy your week.
Bye, y'all.